dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot! Let's go.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. First carry now for Justice Hill. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted
to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that third down play, that brings up fourth down, and the Pop will have to punt it away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Love going to break the huddle and lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. Eluding the pressure right. A check down here to Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Daniel Whelan now. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
A gain of 16 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, they run with Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jones. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Oh, we changed it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And it's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They run it again with Hill. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Packers 10-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Packers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Black Ultra.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Striker, 3-3, set.
Off the play fake, Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Dobbs. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Okay.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Set, ready. Sit, method.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hill going to try the right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Again, it's Hill. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 3. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Love now. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Ravens 24, Packers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go.
They'll go again to Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they're going to speed things up here.
5-yard gain on the play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing. Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Set.
Love from the gun.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 to the 28-yard line.
Here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
That's another Packers first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the score.
Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs from 17 yards out. And the Packers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
point conversion.
Love throwing for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Ravens.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Second and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it run it back. Run it back. Run it run it run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it, run it back, run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the front. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. About the act,
Yeah.
and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that. Told her might be right back. Oh, yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Punch the gas, run into the future.
past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they all wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Q, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. Career lifespan looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different, man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby, we ain't never spoke? I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it, I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Do not need no introduction. Ooh. Start my own, can't no one touch it. Ooh. Became what they said I couldn't. Ooh. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift, I wanna live it to the fullest while I can. Why would I not wanna know my days in this game are numbered? Might as well enjoy the few years that I do have left. Who knows when I'ma write my last verse? I've been to hell and back ever since that first EP came out with all I have on it. I've been giving all I have, wasn't really prepared for the pain I was gonna have to go through to get to the end result that I I knew I wanted. Hope that would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true? Well, open it.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Maybach, laid back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately, touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Cowboys 10, Chiefs nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That is caught, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
2nd down, McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. On the return, it's James. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Run for Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes our score 17-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On 1st down, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and a yard. Now Mahomes. Going to look deep here for Pacheco. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to take another shot here. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Pacheco gets it up the gut. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll go down at the 28. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Pacheco. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Pacheco once more. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Pollard trying to run inside, but nothing there. Taken down that time by Felix Anudike-Uzomah. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Running right, it's Pollard. He'll get this down to the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This a 31-yard attempt. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
That's laid out deep for Rice. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Yellow. Hey, 57, color, 57.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Third and 5. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.